Victimhood and vulnerability can be seen as similar words, but they show a drastic difference in the mentality of people. They both have a variety of meanings and can mean different things or different people. Let's start with victimhood first. Victims are people who have been at the receiving end of misfortune. This could be in the form of physical or emotional abuse, institutional injustice, financial trouble, etc. Their oppressor can be their own parent or partner, their circumstances, or people of their society for that matter. Now there are two categories of victims. The first ones are those who are able to heal their trauma and go on to live a normal, healthy life. The second ones are those who suffer from lifelong consequences and aren't able to live life to the fullest. Children who live in abusive households are more likely to adopt the victim mentality of one of their parents. Hence, it is safe to say that victimhood is a learned behavior and can be forgotten later on in life. However, this is not to say that all children completely recover from the effects of their troubled childhood. In fact, a victim can be both a victim and an abuser at times. A kid who is constantly abused by one or both of his parents or sees one of his parents being oppressed can also develop a similar abusive behavior in his adulthood. Furthermore, children are very impressionable in the first few years of their life. Exposure to violence from TV programs, video games, news channels, and movies makes them think that violence is important to create order. Thus, they use it as a moral excuse when they go on to mistreat their partner, children, subordinates, or anyone within their sphere of influence. Their future home will resemble their childhood home with the same toxic dynamic between inhabitants. On the other hand, people who aren't able to recover from the trauma of their past adopt a victim mentality as an act of self-defense. They blame their situation on society, institutions, the government, their parents, or their family. They do this to escape from the responsibility for their actions. That's the reason why they feel helpless and hopeless most of the time. It is because they are unaware of their potential and don't want to accept the fact that their life can only be changed once they take action. Even when you are genuinely nice to a victim, they will still doubt your intentions. It may be because they feel betrayed by their oppressor, which went on to generate trust issues in the future. There are therapies in place to help them regain control of their life. In addition to seeking professional help, there are some more tips. The first is to stop blaming others for your misfortune. Learn to accept the consequence of your action and don't be ashamed of mistakes. Since victim-minded people suffer from low self-esteem, practicing self-compassion can help. Forgive yourself the way we forgive others. Let's move on to vulnerability. Now, most of us take this word in a negative context. However, recent research has shown that it is a sign of honesty and emotional intelligence. Vulnerable people are good at conveying their emotions and insecurities to other people. Thus, they form deeper connections with people as opposed to victims, as they are better at expression. Contrary to victimhood, vulnerability allows you to accept and apologize for your mistake rather than throw the blame on someone else. A person who bottles up his or her emotions will eventually drain out. Vulnerability encourages you to build your support network and share your concerns with them. In intimate relationships, communication is key. Thus, the more open you are with the next person, the stronger your relationship gets. It isn't easy for everyone to be open in a world full of selfish people. If you are vulnerable enough to say your inner thoughts out loud, then you are courageous. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do subscribe and like our channel, we have many similar psychology and self-improvement videos that are awaiting you. You are an alchemist. Make gold of that.